Hi everyone, quick video to show you the setup of my TT-02 from Eagle Racing. Well, I wrote this little setup sheet here. See if you can read it here, and I'll go through it one by one. So first thing, well, we got the tow out at the front here. Tow out, I'm only using about 1 degree tow out. Reason for that is I'm aiming for a parallel steering. And after messing around with it, I figured that about 1 degree tow out to 0 to 1 degree tow out is my best bet to get the parallel steering, pretty much the no Ackerman steering. And next, I'm using 12 degrees caster. Now I did try the 16 degrees caster with this. The 12 degrees, you can see here from the side. Maybe not really see it. You can see it, how aggressive it is, at full angle. And I tried the 16 degrees, which is the maximum setting that you can change this by just switching the bushing. You can do 8 degrees, 12 degrees, 16 degrees. And I found 12 degrees works best for me. I found the 16 degrees was really nice, looks really aggressive, but it gave me a lot of understeering. I may try it again. It could just be a placebo effect. And because of the casters at 12 degrees, I've set the camber to about 3 degrees. Camber's right here, 3 degrees. Yep, 3 degrees camber. What I've done to get the camber is that, you try to get, the inner wheel. Try to get the inner wheel as flat as you can. I'll show you if you can see it. But this is at full lock, so you wouldn't want to get completely flat at full lock. So you move it back a bit. It's because it only has about 1.5 counter steer. So I never really use full lock anyway. So I'm using probably about 60% angle, and I get a flat patch on the front wheel here at about this much lock. And that's what you're aiming for. And also since I drive on the asphalt, like the tire wear doesn't lie, and the tire wear, you can see here the tire wear, it's about even on each side. Maybe it's slightly more worn on the inside, so I probably need to reduce the camber a little bit. Maybe go down to 2.5 degree camber, because if I have too much camber, you get this kind of like coning effect on the tire wear, and the inside will wear out a lot quicker than the outside, and that's not what you want. You want even wear on the asphalt. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna go through the tires really quickly, and also it's not optimum efficiency. So the front, next we have the ground clearance. The ground clearance, I'm running about 7 mil. 7 mil, it's a little higher there, but anyway, but I aim for about 7 mil on the front and actually on the rear as well. And the droop is, I have about 6 mil droop. So, the droop is the measurement between like how far this will go up from the current ground clearance. So it's at 7 mil here, then if I lift it up, it goes all the way up to about 13 mil. So the droop would be 6 mil, because 13 minus 7, and that will give the droop dictates how much weight will shift to the back, the front droop, and so on. And to adjust the droop, so you got to mess around with this top shock position here. And because if I position this top shock on these lower lower mounting holes here, that would actually give me more droop because the shock will be able to extend a bit more. But because I position it on the shock, the top there, it will limit my droop. Which I've done the same thing at the back here. At the back, and I position at the bottom, so I actually have the same ground clearance and droop on the front and rear, so 7 mil ground clearance and droop about 6 mil. And I positioned this optimally based on the shock position on the top. Alright, let's move on to the rear. So the rear, I have a toe in about 1 degree, and the camber, it's also 1 degree camber. This is my typical setup for all my drift car on the asphalt, but 1 degree toe in and 1 degree camber. Actually, sorry, no, I'm actually running 0 toe in on this car. I haven't measured the toe in at all because it actually has a lot of grip. This car understeer quite a bit, and yeah, I don't really need that extra toe. So it's running 0 degree toe and 1 degree camber. The camber is really just to make sure we have this even tire wear again. If I'm running 0 camber, the tire wear will actually be, be more worn on the outside than the inside, and it won't be even. And that shows that it's not an optimum patch. And the rear drive, obviously is the solid axle, and top position is here, and bottom shock position is here. It's on the third bit. Sorry, I didn't show you the front bottom shock position. The front bottom shock position is like that. It's on the second bit. I mean, this is a very well balanced car. I put it on the weight scale, and it is a perfect, well, almost a perfect 50-50 weight distribution. I don't know how that happened. It just kind of happened, even with the, even when you're using the LiPo battery, which is generally lighter, and this brushless motor, which is quite heavy. Notice I added this racing fan here. Looks pretty cool. Turn it on for you. I do recommend a fan for every motor that you run, because I have burned through a couple of motors. I don't know, maybe due to overheating. So I'm hoping this fan will solve its problem. I mean, I used to get motor heatsink, but I think fan does the job better than a motor heatsink. Oh, and the oil I've been using is Tamiya silicone oil, number 300, which is slightly softer than the standard yellow. The most common Tamiya oil that always comes with every kit is the yellow 400, and I use the 300, so you can get that Tamiya. You do need to use the silicone oil with this, not mineral oil. Otherwise the shock will bind a bit. And I end up using the hard spring on the front and rear. I found that I did try using the medium spring on the rear, but I just found it too soft, and it actually gave me too much grip, and the hard spring on the rear was just right. I have a really good feeling. The only problem is that I kind of had to wind these all the way up because it was giving me too much. Like any preload at all will increase the height by too much, so I had to wind the preload all the way up on both front and rear, and just adjusting it a little bit for balance. All right, let's check out the drive video. Enjoy.
Bye.